Dude, welcome back. Welcome into another badass episode for Grabbing the Brisket. I don't know what episode number this is for us. I'm guessing like 380 or 320. What do you think it is, John?
It's like, well, I know exactly what it is.
What is it?
This is episode 291.
Okay, I was a little off.
Yeah.
A little off. We're climbing slowly and methodically to episode 300, which I cannot wait. This is a milestone for being in the barbecue industry, especially in the podcast industry, for people that are so, I guess, well known as ourselves. You would think we would have hundreds of, if not thousands of episodes, since it's what we do full time. But yeah, like we tape these, we put them out there each week, and we hope you find them hilarious, entertaining. Informative is a great word. Yeah. Yes, 100%. And each week we come back and we try to find the best of the best people in the barbecue to come share their stories, share their successes, their wins, their fails,
their secrets.
And their secrets. So this week we've got Matt Messer and we got our boy Aaron Norris on from Tribal Grills. Matt has been on a few times with the Cotton Gin Smokers. So I cannot wait to dive in with these guys and just talk a little barbecue building, barbecue manufacturing, and then just honestly just being a business owner. So yeah, this is an exciting episode, man.
Yeah. Also to add on to that, it's the Game Changer smoker as well.
That's right.
Yeah.
And
that's right.
Norris Thermal Technologies.
Got it. Yep.
Yeah.
They've been in the business for a long time. I got our boy Johnny Meggs from Pit Life Barbecue Podcast already in the comments. What's going on, brother? We're going to be on his show in a couple weeks here, so y'all stick tuned for that. We'll put some info out about when we're going to be on there.
There it is.
It's going to be fun.
There it is. John, tell me a little bit about what's going on. We have some thievery. We have some down low, dirty thievery happening in Houston, and it's barbecue related.
Yeah, I feel like we get one of these stories every year, maybe every 2 years. So family-owned barbecue spot hit hard after thief steals thousands in briskets is what the title of this story was.
What
thousands.
Still like
thousands.
Still like two briskets? What is it? Yeah.
It was eight. It was 8 briskets.
8 briskets.
Yes, 8 briskets, which if you think about it at a restaurant, 8 briskets, when you chop that shit up and sell it, it's probably thousands of dollars.
But what are you talking? 8 briskets will cost you over $1,000.
That's true. That's true.
Right now.
8 briskets. It said it had been on the pit for hour. I think it had been like 5 hours or 7 hours. It had already been on the pit. There's a little video of the guy stealing them. I didn't get the video up here, but I'm just wondering how he got him off, because it didn't show how he was. They had to be hot as shit. Right?
Yeah, but if we can just sit here and just play like internet sleuth and maybe a little bit of Sherlock Holmes, I'm thinking maybe it's a rival pitmaster. Maybe there's another barbecue joint a little bit later, a little bit down the road that he's like, you know what? Because what are you gonna do with 8 briskets unless you really just got a pit big enough to put that on there to finish cooking them off? What are you doing with that? You know what I mean?
know what happened to these briskets.
Can we start dropping potential Houston barbecue restaurateurs that we think might some names we think might be
stealing briskets?
Yeah.
No,
we do
negative.
that?
No, I don't think so.
Nice recipe for getting sued.
Yeah, I'm
not saying it wasn't.
Let me tell you what happened here. You got some guy that went out and stole these briskets, and really and truthfully, like, your first thought was like maybe he had like a family reunion, maybe it was Easter weekend, and maybe his barbecue failed and he had to go and secure somebody else's barbecue, right? Maybe that's the answer. Right. Or
HEB shut down on Sunday. Like, what am I going to do?
Exactly. Or maybe this guy was thinking like a money-making opportunity. Let me get in here and get these briskets, because it went how many? 8 hours? In 8 hours, those briskets were probably, the bark is set up. They're probably ready to be wrapped.
Yeah, but do you think this dude had a giant smoker at the house? He's taking him home to finish them?
No. This is what I'm talking about.
How many briskets can you put in like a conventional oven?
You got to really pack him in there.
Threw him in his car back seat. He didn't give a shit. I'm telling you, this guy was on the side of the road chopping up this smoky brisket that was like 175 degrees internal temperature. So it was tough. It had not rendered down, and he's trying to make chopped beef out of it, trying to make an extra, $1,000 worth of brisket on the street. That's $10,000.
This had to be pre-planned, though, right?
I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna take a wild guess out there, and I'm just gonna take a stab in the dark. That person probably took it home and jammed like at least 6 to 7 briskets in his oven, and just fired that thing up. And I'm also gonna say there probably was like maybe a house fire in Houston somewhere in that time frame that those briskets went missing. So if I'm a detective, I would just start there.
Just started in the closest house fire.
Yes.
Yeah. That's brisket. I could smell it.
Yep. We'll get video of this.
All right, let's see this.
Yeah.
Dude's just taking his time.
He's just looking around.
Is he gloved up?
Going on. You can't really tell. In a second here, you see him. He's gonna walk over and look at the wood pile like he's making sure they use the right wood or something.
I think he's looking. It's like, damn, do I have enough wood at home? I might have to get some of this wood.
That's exactly. He's just like just checking it out. Like, oh, it is post oak. Okay, cool. This is probably gonna be all right.
Oh man. Okay, they're using the good stuff.
Yeah, this is nice and seasoned.
That's that good.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. In his head, he's like, you know what the street value of this is? He's over there checking the temp,
cutting it down, putting in a little Ziploc.
Did he put wood on the fire? That's all I want to know.
Right, let's break this down a little bit, because who's manning this fire?
Yeah,
that's what I want to know. Like, who's manning this fire? Did this guy go to bed?
Damn.
Did he go to bed?
He loaded that.
He's sleeping out there. He's like 2 feet over, just sleeping. No, I was up the whole time. The whole time I was up.
He's like 12 Coors Lights deep.
Yeah,
I must have passed out snoozing on a chair. Like,
I must have went to the bathroom or something. Like, this guy was in and out quick.
Yeah.
8 briskets.
Yeah. Damn, dude, that sucks, man. It's a hard work. That's hard work that goes into it.
Jacob's Barbecue. So if you want to support them, go buy a meal. Probably not brisket. It sounds like it ain't gonna be ready, but maybe get the chicken or something.
He's recovered by now. He's recovered. So damn, that sucks.
Man, super awesome. Yeah. Hey, I did see last week we talked a little bit about AI. Just a little tidbit that I learned this week. I don't know if people are saying stop saying please and thank you when you're responding to your Chat GPT, your Open AI, whatever AI source, more specifically Open AI with the Chat GPT. Stop replying with please and thank you. Because people are worried about the AI taking over the world. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go ahead and just be nice to it right now before it does.
No, you remember me, right? I always said thank you.
Correct. Yeah, exactly. But I learned today that it cost OpenAI $29 million a year for you to reply please and thank you.
Because it has to reply back?
The electricity.
Holy moly.
The computing power, the electricity, $29 million.
That's
on the other hand, I think it probably cost them like $35 million for them to rewrite my emails and make me sound a little bit more professional.
Last year?
Yeah, last year alone. Like, we're not even going to get into the podcast. Like, you need to write a podcast episode for me. That's probably like 50 million. Shoot. But you know what? He's going to remember that, because if you go on a Chat GPT and you ask them about grabbing the brisket, they're going to tell you all about us.
Yeah, they do remember stuff. It's really weird. Yeah. I asked them to roast us. I asked them to roast a lot of people. I guess it's a new AI thing Jan stumbled me into. Does that sound right?
Yeah, it's fine.
Anyway,
you stumbled onto it.
Yeah, and it was everything in there. They talked the gang of shit, but it was all barbecue related.
It was funny.
It was funny, right?
Yeah. It was funny.
They say Raul was just there to carry heavy shit or something.
He said, I just show up after the work is done.
Yeah. Damn, dude, that's some hard shit right there.
It's true though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get really worried when mine says for sure over and over. Like after every, you know what I mean? For sure.
Correct.
Then I'm like, God dang it, he's just like me.
That's fantastic.
Frank.
Arthur Cross, what's going on, brother? Thanks for tuning in. You guys want to jump into some mail?
Let's do it.
Yeah, can we beer? Let's. You want to
do the
mail call, and let's get the grabbing the brisket.
Beer review. There it is. We're getting better, guys.
Dude,
we're getting better.
Nice little fancy bottles up
these
here.
These look like wine bottles, but they're not.
This one says lunch.
Yeah. So lunch, I talked to the guy there. This is an IPA from up in Maine, and lunch is actually the name of a whale, because wherever this brewery is, they're looking over the water and they can watch the whales, and apparently it's the same whales all the time.
I mean,
and they named them, and one of them is named Lunch.
I'm going to be honest, and this might be a little stereotypical on my part, but
okay,
I thought
can't wait to see where this goes.
I thought Maine was just lobster and all the seafoods and stuff like that. And you brought it, you wrapped it beautifully in a little package with the whale story. I did see a couple of beached whales On this,
Yeah,
on
what
the
was her
social-
name?
I've seen some of those too. Yeah.
Apparently, they were infected with some type of disease. I'm not really sure what it is.
Obesity.
Yep. There it is.
Obesity. No, who knows, man? Who knows what's going on? All I know, look, you got volcanoes going off all over
Let's get
the
a nice
world.
little,
You've got earthquakes happening all over the world right now. Yellowstone, they said that lava flow is starting to get higher and higher. It's about 1.2 or 2 point whatever kilometers down, but it's gaining steam. It's getting higher and higher and higher. And I don't know, man. I don't know what's this whole weather shit is just getting out of hand. California's breaking off into the ocean. It's gonna be an island soon. So yeah, I mean that's
John, why don't you show a little bit of the color of that beer here? And I'll be honest, right here, when I'm holding this bottle, I think I need like one of those
White Claws.
So I can sit there and just pour it. Like, sir, do you want a taste of this right here?
I'm more of a bottle guy.
Drink it out the bottle. Well, there's a glass.
Hey, there's a compliment on your lobster.
Lobster, guys.
You pronounced it correctly.
Yeah,
it is.
yes. So when we're on his show, I don't know if we're going to need to bring an interpreter because my man got an accent.
Yeah. Let's see here. Allied Well, the Marine Mammal Lab of College of the Atlantic Ice. Damn it, I drink way too much today.
That's
already.
probably plenty.
Is leading the way in the field research, home of the world's largest library of photo-identified whales. Scientists use the research to follow them by comparing patterns, fin shapes, and identifying marks. Right. So this is what it's named after. What is this? Here's a 7% alcohol by volume.
Oh, I like that.
This is this is 1 pint. It's a pint. It's a full pint. So it's a great bottle. Drinking bottle.
Maybe leave the description stuff to
No, it's fine.
House.
I got
Martin
it.
House does a great job.
They do. Yeah, this is very informative
I
stuff.
got to reach out to them, see if they have a dinner beer too as well,
Science.
Or breakfast.
Yeah.
or breakfast.
We've got plenty of breakfast beers.
Initial taste, man, this thing's money. It's good.
It's fruity, right?
I would say
Okay.
I don't even want to ask what the price tag is on one of the bottles.
I don't know. Jan bought them.
Jan,
Yeah, I bought them.
how much?
It's about.
If you got to ask, you can't afford it. Damn it.
It's about $8.50 per bottle.
Okay,
Oof,
that's
we
not
should have
bad.
split one 3 ways.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Was
3
it?
straws.
No, I'm sorry, $12. $12 per bottle.
Oof.
12. Do the math. I thought I bought 4, but
Dang.
yeah.
Now you're creeping in like 12-pack range for $12.
Hey, only the best for you guys.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, this is from up there in Maine, Arthur.
Yeah.
All right. Well, while we
hydrate,
let's talk about some mail call. And this is from our friends over there at the Smokehouse Crackers. I don't know if y'all remember. I think we might have actually tried these at the MBBQA at the shed, but our friend Lynn was up there, I think, distributing some of the awards with Kel during that whole thing. James got them out here for us. I'm definitely going to taste some of these in a second. She leave us a little note. Actually, she left us a pretty long note. But I'm just going to read the little handwritten part. It said, FYI, retired barbecue competitor, 3-time World Food Championships, 1 time in the top 10 for seafood. We are foodies. Enjoy.
Love this.
So she did mention before that they are barbecue lovers.
Yeah, and this is National
Today is National Cracker Day, according to them.
National Cracker Day. So that's what we do.
go.
We got National Cracker Day. We're bringing you crackers, and this is what we do in Grab Their Brisket here.
Yeah.
So
and there's a few different flavors here. I got the Smokehouse Poppers salsa.
yeah, salsa. I've got a spicy, and then we've got the barbecue here. So badass.
forget about the garlic parm.
Parm.
Ooh,
Okay.
shit.
All right. Do we open all, or we just try one of them? Do we try the barbecue one, or
Yeah, whatever. Try whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this one's already happened.
There it is.
And I'm just going to go ahead and go. This is the
Jump in.
salsa.
Yeah,
I'm not-
listen, we love free stuff. We love food, and when we have free food, it's even better.
It's my favorite kind of food.
So it's gonna pair well with the lunch here from Marine Beer Company. This is a phenomenal beer. It's
really good.
This beer right here, we picked this beer up at Beers Looking at You today, and this is the first sip, first drink. It's amazing. It's one of the best beers.
It's
I've had
one of
in a
the
while.
smoothest like IPAs that I've had in quite some time. And if you know me, I'm an aficionado with IPAs. I'm just saying.
Yep, that's what we know.
I'm just kidding. I'm not. But it is tasty.
Let's see here.
You know, it doesn't taste like a pine cone.
No, it's super fruity.
Mhm.
There you go, James.
It's good. We're good.
Let's get a little some in there.
Yeah, this is the play on the firecrackers, right? You know, if you guys have done the firecrackers at home,
Yeah.
where you've done the oil and you've done the.
Here's the deal. I like those, but every time I do them, they're either too oily or too salty. Like I overseason them. These are
perfect.
These are on point.
These are perfect right here.
Delish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might eat the rest of those here in a minute.
Spices. What is it? Spices Smokehouse. Yeah.
Spices Smokehouse. Yeah. Smokehouse crackers, I think.
Damn. Those are good.
Yeah.
Those are really good.
Well,
you want to get down on these? We'll put a link
Raul,
down.
You want to try these?
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, come on over here. Our boy Raul, man.
There you go. Get you a
This
cracker in
guy
your mouth.
eats,
Little bag
and
of
eats
spicy there.
and eats like he's eating like a hot dog over there.
It's true.
He's got some chili in a can, which is weird.
He's got a foot long
He
hot
didn't
dog
even
and
heat it up. He's just dunking the dog into this cold chili.
Foot
Just
long, 6
Yeah.
inches
Hot dog
deep.
in it right into the
yeah.
chili. Dude, I
It's
love that.
Weird.
Do your thing, Raul.
Hey, man. Hey, I don't know where to go from
There it
there.
is.
Yeah, right.
Did everybody catch that Snoop Dogg was getting sued
Nope.
here in Houston?
For what?
Death Row Records is suing Snoop Dogg. I think it's a wife of somebody that is talking about, I don't know, she didn't get her $107 million.
She ain't gonna
whatever it
win.
is. I don't know.
She ain't gonna win.
Is she a rapper?
No, I think she's a husband or she's a wife of somebody that was influential in Death Row. Maybe the owner of Death Row. I don't know. She's like, where my money?
Why is she going to Snoop? Whatever.
I don't
He
know.
owns the company now.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Good luck. Him and Martha Stewart were like, kill you. They'll bury your body. Like they're not playing around.
Yeah.
Martha is like, look, I got a vineyard.
If he
We'll
won't,
make
she
grapes
will.
out of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I don't know anything about that.
I
But
get a very creepy vibe with Martha. I'm just going to be honest.
For
like-
sure.
Like, she's a hell of a cook, but does she experiment a little bit too much when cooking?
no,
You know what I mean?
no, I'm telling you, she takes off her shirt. She's got prison tats and shit. Right?
You think she's a freak?
Oh, 100%, dude.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was going more like Hannibal Lecter.
She
Like maybe
carries-
she's like experimenting outside of
No,
the.
she's not eating people, but I mean, she definitely carries like a razor blade or something like that. You know what I mean? A straight razor.
Mm,
Yeah, that shit's
I don't
happening.
know. She might eat a little bit of people.
You heard it here first.
There it is, man. Hey, you don't even know where this episode is going to go or this talk is going.
Yeah.
You know,
Neither
We
do
didn't plan on this. We actually didn't plan. This was not planned to even. We were going to talk about some crackers. We were going to talk about the museum. We were going to talk about a lot of other things, and then we got into this talk. So
Martha Stewart. So back
Yeah.
on topic.
There it is.
Uh-huh.
The Museum of Barbecue is officially open. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
This is the hot off the grill.
Barbecue news.
Barbecue news brought to you by BBQA and Barbecue News Magazine.
There it is.
What do we got, Jen?
So the Museum of Barbecue is officially open. The reports I've seen has said that it's very cool and very interactive. I don't know. I've not really seen a whole lot into this,
Okay.
John.
All
Maybe
right,
you
yeah.
want to.
I'm just
You
gonna
wanna
say,
talk more about it?
If anybody has
Uh,
visited the Museum of Barbecue, please let us know if you've seen a picture of us there with the Hall of Fame and the Barbecue Podcast hall. I think they have a wing. So yeah, please take a selfie and let us know what you think.
We have wax figures there.
Wax figures.
You're an idiot. That's really good. I like that. I like that, James. That's good. Yeah. So the museum is open. Kel was there. I think he was there for the grand opening.
Yeah.
It does look super cool. I did see some pictures, a little bit of videos. Like there's one that's I don't know. It's like the sauce room or something, but it had the floor where like when you walk on it, it's like
Yeah, it
liquid,
changes,
It like
yeah.
moves around and shit. It looked. I don't know. It looked cool. I'll probably check it out at some point.
Yeah, we got to.
Yeah.
Do you think one room is like the floor is just like very sticky?
Or is lava?
It's weird. Like you walk out, you're like you got chewing gum in your foot
Right. It's
all
like
day
one of those
long.
barbecue restaurants
Just
where
can't
it's
get
like
rid of.
just like, yeah.
Right. You're welcome.
Let's be authentic,
Go with
guys.
your kids. Don't touch anything.
Right. It's all over you, Timmy. Yeah. That's funny.
Okay. Next up, the American Royal World Series of Barbecue announced the best sauce and rubs. Drum roll, please. Out of 387 teams, the best sauce on the planet goes to Rob's Smoke and Rub with the frog sauce.
Okay.
And I think we got a picture of that sauce somewhere.
Yeah.
that he's fixing to put up here in just a second. He's working on it.
We got to get our hands on some of this sauce.
Yeah, I never heard of it, but when I heard frog sauce, I was like, I'm probably out.
John's in.
And then the Smoking Hogs barbecue one for the best rub on the planet. I guess it's just called Smoking Hogs barbecue. I don't see the title of the actual rub, so I haven't tried that one either. Have you guys had Smoking Hogs though?
I have not.
Nope.
We're gonna have to try it, guys.
Yep.
So
Hey, congrats, guys, for being nominated and obviously winning the out of that many entries. That in itself is a huge feat. So
it is,
yeah.
And you graduated to the what would you call what do you go after grand champion or whatever?
What?
You go to grabbing the brisket. Now we get our hands on these sauces and then we get to judge it.
Right.
Right. Because our judging really matters.
Exactly, guys. I mean, you want your sauce in the hands of the people, and we are the people, guys.
We are people. Yeah, so there's actually a long list of all the folks where they placed and whatnot. You can check that out on the American Royale Barbecue website. I'll put a link down below, so it's really easy to find for you. That's all I got for the Hot Off the Grill Barbecue News. I will say today's episode is brought to you by Chicks That Smoke Spicy Barbecue Seasoning. Our favorite versatile rub elevates every single dish, whether it's smoked meat, veggies, popcorn, whatever it is. If you're grilling, smoking, cooking in the kitchen, it will kick up the flavor. Chicks That Smoke Spicy Barbecue Seasoning, and it's available at sucklebusters.com or in the link in the episode description. What was that?
John, have you ever thought about maybe coming up with a jingle for the Chicks That Smoke?
We 100% should come up with a jingle.
Okay.
Ask AI to do that for us, and we can either sing it every time or we can get it recorded. And
we don't need AI. I'll just come up with the jingle, and then you guys are gonna have to learn it. So
Chicks That Smoke, that shit is dope. Chicks That Smoke. Okay, we'll work on it.
Love it.
I like it.
Right.
All right.
Got a little doo-wop in the background. Already see it.
All right. Hey, just a few short minutes. We got Matt Messer, Aaron Norris coming up here to talk a little bit about the collaboration between the two. Cotton Gin Smokers. You got Norris Thermal Technologies with the Tribal Fire, and you got the Game Changer Smoker. These two entities, corporations, are collaborating together, and I'm excited. I got a bunch of questions. I'm excited to see what they have planned for the future. Man, this is pretty awesome. This is exciting.
It is. It is very exciting. You want to do the barbecue win, barbecue fail, or we come back after that?
No, we'll come back for that. Do you guys want to jump into the scoring this beer? Or are you guys not far enough into it yet?
I'm ready to score. Yeah,
Let's go.
So we got a couple minutes here. We can burn.
Yeah. So again, this is the lunch beer, Indian Pale Ale. This is from Maine Beer Company. 7% alcohol. I said it right. Yeah, 7% alcohol by volume. Served in the 1 pint bottle. The bottle looks amazing.
Looks like a wine bottle.
You show up anywhere with this. It doesn't matter if your wife's like, you're not drinking beer today. You show up with this and you pour a glass and like in a wine glass, dude. This thing right here, money. Your wife's like, you know what? My husband's being good today. My husband's doing his thing today. No issues. This is beautiful.
It's fancy.
Yeah, 100%.
Fancy shit.
Yeah, I love that. But I mean, but if you do bring it to a cookout, I mean, you're not going to get roasted by the boys, right?
No.
I mean,
Maybe.
No, you're
bit,
the fanciest guy on the block. No,
Okay.
man. No, you show up with that, and this is what you're doing. You're elevating the beer drinking around you.
that beer, like a 6-pack, will set you back like at least a band.
right. Well, three was like $36, so $34 from around there. So
yeah, so 6 is definitely $1,000.
yeah, okay.
So you're bringing this to the cook-off? Is that what you're saying? That's
Yeah,
totally fine.
100%.
You can do that. Okay.
Yeah, you got to.
All right.
Yeah.
You gotta
You see like Uncle Steve or whoever, he's like rolling around. He brings like his, like, I don't know, 6-pack of like Natty Lights or whatever, and just dumps it in a cooler. And then like 2 minutes later, you see him rolling around with these little lunch boxes here. Like, Steve, what are you doing?
Hey, you need to bring that, Steve. Put it up.
Yeah, it's not yours.
Yeah. No, so I'm ready for the score here. This is a really, really good beer. It's not hoppy. It has a lot of flavor. Right now, my score, I'm going to say one more drink. Hold on. One more drink. Hold on. That's an 8.6. It's an 8.6 right there. That's a great beer. It finishes clean.
Mhm.
There's really no more aftertaste or anything else. It's not bitter. It's a clean beer with a great crisp flavor to it. It's amazing. Amazing beer.
Okay.
Okay. I would argue that it is a little bitter and it is hoppy, but it's also super fruity and it's super well rounded. I love that there's 7% alcohol in there. It is like a very well rounded, delicious IPA. And I went with an 8.1.
Well, I like to argue with you as well, John. So I'd argue that you know what you're talking about.
You're literally the worst. All right, James, bring us home.
Guys, hey, thank you for joining the Grabbing the Brisket beer review. I'm going to give you my honest score and reaction because these
Jim
guys
Nance on us.
are amateurs when it comes to drinking beer. My goodness, that's great. I'm going to say this
Bob
is
Ross.
a good, solid 9.5.
There it is, James.
There's been a
Wow.
lot of weird beers that we've scored very high, and I'm very shocked with you guys of scoring this so low when you've scored these weird beers very high.
No, I
This
give it a
is
high
a great
score.
drinkable beer that I wish they had this in 12 packs. I would pick it up every day.
You can get 12 of them.
I'm not going to spend $500 for 12 beers. So, hey, I love it. Maine, you did a great job.
Yeah. Finally,
The
you did something
lobsters.
right, man.
The lobsters. That's amazing. That's
And
good.
that concludes the Grabbing the Brisket.
Big
Yeah. Jesus, man. Okay.
And
All right.
I think we got our boys on.
and Matt and
Let's bring in trouble and double trouble.
Yeah, let's do it. Guys, can you hear us?
Yes, I hear you.
We're on the internet. This is
The interwebs.
yeah, the interwebs. Fellas, man, how the hell are y'all doing?
Doing good, man. How are y'all?
Man, we're good. John and I got off work a little early today, so we may have pre-gamed a little bit. So if John is over there drilling on himself in a minute, it's probably the 36-ounce beers we were drinking earlier.
right.
So that always kind of plays a part in it.
I got some entertainment out of the pre-show.
Yeah, right.
Let's go.
Yeah, we were a little flat today, so it's not normally that. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Do
Do you guys do you guys drink beer?
fuck yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So we tried this Maine beer. It is pretty solid. Do you guys get into IPAs or it's just strictly we're just going with the light stuff?
Yeah. IPAs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is a really good beer. If you get a chance, if you can find this one right here, I highly recommend it. It's a solid beer. This really is good. It's probably one of the best beers I've had in a while. So
Nice. No, I'm not a diva. So
yeah, right. Hey, look, man, come on, dude.
Well, that's our time.
Matt.
no,
Hey,
maybe I'll try anything. I'm not picky.
yeah, Matt, you lie to
I'm
your
probably not a
friends.
diva.
Yeah, you lie to your friends. I'll lie to mine. Let's not lie to each other. Come on.
Aaron, don't say anything. I'm not a
Come
diva.
on.
I can say a lot,
Yeah,
but we won't.
yeah.
Matt, Aaron, hey, thank you. We welcome you into the Grabbing the Brisket show. We appreciate you guys taking time out of your schedule to join us and talk a little bit about the collaboration between you two gentlemen. How's y'all's week been going? What's going on with you guys?
Boy, I tell you, it's definitely been a whirlwind run here. I mean, we've definitely been putting out a lot of drum smokers and offsets and tribal fires, and so the shop's been buzzing. So it's been nonstop since we got going on this, but it's been great. I mean, it's really cool to see what we've been able to accomplish in such a little time. And, Matt just came in and like really, did a fantastic job. Messed everything up, of course, but it's a good mess up. If you're not, the shop's not a little messy, you know what? You're not doing business. So I like that a little bit.
They were sleeping, and then I showed up and woke them all up. So.
Yeah. Hey, wake up. Time to go to work.
Exactly. Yeah. So for the folks that maybe not be familiar with the Cotton Gin Smoker brand or the Norris Thermal Dynamics, the Norris
Tribal fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about some of the products that you guys offer?
Yeah. Take it, Matt, on the cotton gin.
So, I mean, you guys have been around me a little bit, and we started building drum smokers right where I'm sitting right now 5 years ago during COVID, and went from a basement hobby to something where I had to quit my full-time job, and then things just kind of escalated and snowballed, and turned into a big monster. And so we've got the Harvester drum smoker is the one that put us on the map. And for those of you who don't know, the Harvester has the front door. We got it comes fully loaded, and so that's the one that put us on the map. Real popular on the competition scene. You can put your logo on the door, and so we've got that for the cotton gin side. We're getting ready to look at doing some DIY kits for the drum smoker scene. And I know y'all know my friend Frank Cox. And,
Oh yeah.
Frank is the one who got me into the drum smoker business, and so he's been one of my biggest supporters / competitor, and so love that guy. So anyway, he's the one that encouraged me to do a DIY kit, and so it's been a couple years ago he encouraged it, and finally gonna bite the bullet and do it. We just got a semi-load of drums in the other day. It's like 45 pallets of drums. It's crazy.
Nice.
So then we've got on the travel fire side, we've got we're launching our new charcoal patio model, which is one heck of a cooker. And it's a live fire griddle, and then you've got different pockets on there. You got storage underneath, and then you've got a Santa Maria attachment. We call it the Travel Maria, and it's all stainless steel, and it makes it a very versatile cooker. And then we're coming out with a gas model, and very soon. And I'll let Aaron can share a little more about that, and I'll let him talk about his game changer stuff. But that's kind of the news on cotton gin. And then we do the offsets too, full trailer builds, and we're doing 2 1,000-gallon smokers right now, offsets that are going to a restaurant here in Indiana. And so
that's what I love about barbecue, man, is that it doesn't, and you brought up a great name, Frank Cox, right? He is a guy that he's a business guy. He's a marketing guy, right? He thinks about what it is to market. He's always thinking about a different avenue. He's been in the game for a long time.
Yeah.
And he helps everybody out.
Hall
right?
of Famer.
Yeah. 100%. Right. But the avenues you talk about earlier was just like, this is our first drum smoker that we put out. Then you have the cotton gin smokers, and you kind of see a little evolution or anything else, but you also see a little bit more of the it's not just building, it's more about the business side starts to come out, and it's not, there's thousands of people out there that can build a barbecue pit, right? And it's not like it's whatever, but at the same time, it's like, how do you separate yourself from everybody else, right? So it's you have to be personable. You have to be able to
build the brand.
The brand, it becomes you. You
got to have the people behind the story.
And then honestly, just being around you, Matt, and just the handful of times, but you're passionate about it, and you see it. It comes across. I was going to ask a question. How much, as far as being involved in the different organizations, the NBBQAs, going to these barbecue cook-offs, how much does that play a part into how successful like you are as a business?
I think it's important for building relationships with other companies and people, competitors. But if you look at the grand scheme of things, the competition scene, you can go to Memphis in May, you can go to Smoke Slam or American Royal or Jack, whatever, and there's a ton of people there, and be amazed. But then when you start thinking about it, the amount of people that are in our country, that's the barbecue community on the comp scene is a small group of people.
Yep.
I feel like those guys are they're your foundation, though.
They are your
right?
foundation.
A lot of these
Absolutely.
guys they're your inspiration, they're your foundation. And I think Matt's done a great job. We've worked really hard on building all those relationships, and now coming together. Now we're going to take it to the next level out from there by bringing the three brands together under one umbrella, Live Fire and Smoke, and is our mantra. Three great cooking solutions. That interchangeably work together. And really, to me, that's what it's about. You talk about how do you separate yourself? It is those relationships, it is those foundations. And then it's also, building in unique features within your platform that sets you apart from others. I'm not the greatest salesman, so I like to have these features that we can, and they're real, and they mean something to people, and a platform that brings people together. I mean, that's what we want to build relationships. We want people to have a great time around it. And so that's what I think the brands really work together in that way. So yeah, when you ask that, that's kind of the stepping, how we've kind of rolled here.
You're hitting the nail on the head there, Aaron, because you have a lot of these guys that are really successful in barbecue, and they have a really big social media following, and they'll put a video out that gets 200,000 views or 50,000 views, but they're really good at what they do. Is they're really good at competition barbecue, and people trying to get into the game, or the novice, it's a backyard cook, sees that video and they go, "Oh, he's got one of those pits. He's got one of those." And it's the greatest form of flattery is to emulate, right?
Yeah,
that's right. Hey, find somebody successful, copy what they're doing, be successful. Which is why I kind of talk about Frank Cox a little bit as well, because he's been in the game for so long and been manufacturing and building, and he's the number one guy that'll turn around and go, "No, you need help, I'll help you out. Let's go over here." Hell, he'll help you build a damn pit.
It's a great community that way.
It is so phenomenal. But Aaron, so the Tribal Fire Grill, how did you come up with this thing? It's a very unique cooker that I honestly, the first time I saw it, I was like, I need one of those in my backyard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a cool cooker, griller, and then
brings people together, right?
It does.
That's right.
It's a centerpiece.
Yeah.
So yeah, pre-COVID, we had already launched the Game Changer Smoker, and we'll talk about that later. But we'd already launched that. We're kind of in that world, the NBBQA and everything, and I'm trying to think of new products, new things to fill in some of the gaps we have with our production, and I'm thinking, hey, I want a griddle, so I started looking what's out there for griddles. Well, it's all gas griddles, and I'm like, no, I really I want solid fuel, I want smoke, I want all this. So you look out there, and there's really only like this Art Flame, which is this big monstrosity of a tank that cost $5,000 or something. So I'm like, okay, we're a welding shop. I got my son. I said, he was in high school at the time working in the shop. I said, hey, weld this, do that, this, and I had this like fire brick, some trash barrel thing, but I was like, okay, let's take it camping. So I loaded in the truck, and we go camping, and I break it out, and like, okay, my wife starts helping me, my kids start helping. Pretty soon we're all gathered around cooking, doing things together. People are coming up like, what in the world is that? And I'm like, we're having fun together as a family. I'm like, this is good. Okay, so I need to take it to the next level and the next level. And we just keep designing. We take feedback from people. What does it look like? We should look like, how should it function? And yeah, we got this whole like communal grills gather around. Of course, like COVID happened, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I'd be the guy to design a communal gather around grill in the era of COVID. Like I'm the Nova of grills, right? I mean, so anyways, but we know how that worked out. Really, the grilling side of things really took off, so it was actually good timing. But at first I was like, I don't know what I just did, but okay, we'll go for it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
No,
funny thing is we, being so close to each other and having gone to some of these events that you were mentioning, and and asking the importance of that. I wouldn't know Aaron if it wasn't for one of these events.
That's right. Yeah.
But we're only 45 minutes to an hour away from each other. And so, we would go to stuff, and I would haul stuff in my trailer so he could fly in his private jet and stuff. And
shit.
Wow.
Aaron.
Wow.
Come on, man.
He's highfalutin like that, guys, No, but we would scratch each other's back and help each other out. And and then one day I took one of my drum smokers down there to his shop, and we decided, let's see what else to do if we put one of their tops on it. And so this was probably 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And we attempted to marry the two together, and I had some powder coat issues, and
we got her hot.
We got her hot, and lost the finish on. I brought it back here and had some guys over, and I'm sitting there making fajitas, and we're having a blast. All of a sudden, I saw this black smoke coming up the side. I was like, "What is going on?" I go around the back side, and it was like bonanza on the back, just like just off. So
yeah,
we kind of put the brakes on that at the time, but who knows what will come? Maybe we revisit that in the future. But
no, I can see it. I definitely can see it.
That's a good idea, actually.
So that's kind of how our relationship began, I guess. It was back then.
It's wild how things just kind of morph a little bit. It's not, it's a step here. It's a meeting here. It's a, you drink a little beer with somebody, you talk a little shop, and you're like, well, you're doing this and I'm doing this. And, it's, how time, 5 years later, you're like, dude, we're doing business together. Like this is working out really well. And you guys sound like you're killing it. So that's amazing. The one thing I love about barbecue and all of it, right? It doesn't matter if you got an offset, doesn't matter if you have a pellet grill, anything. It's an outside cooking that's designed to bring people together.
Right.
And that's where you win, right? Cooking inside for the family, and I know a lot of families that cook together inside the house. I'm claustrophobic. I don't know what it is, man. I'm like, I got to get outside. There's something happening outside. I got to go. And it's brought our neighborhood together. It's brought our friendships together. John and I, James, I didn't even know James before I got into barbecue, and turned out we were twins. But yeah, I mean, it's brought all of our friendships together, cooking and competing and going into competitions and traveling around the United States, and this podcast industry that we're in, and this competition industry that we're in. And that's what I love about barbecue. And there's no stranger, 20 years ago, nobody wanted to talk about what they were using or what they were doing or what kind of barbecue or what temperature they had. Nobody talked about shit. They were like, don't talk to me, leave me alone. It was a very, I guess, cut off kind of community on the competition side. On the backyard side, it was 25 years ago, it was a market ready to break out. And looking back on it, you could see now just how big it really was then. Yeah. And it's a $6 billion industry right now.
Huge market.
$8 billion industry looking to double. I mean, this is not slowing down at all. So it's amazing.
No, yep.
I'm excited to be part of it, and yeah.
We keep using the word collaboration, but what is like the working relationship you guys have going right now?
Yeah. So Matt is hired full time here at Norris Thermal Technologies. So we're a 60-year-old company. I mean, we've been in the food and feed business for a long time, building industrial dryers and roasters and toasters. And then so more recently has been the Game Changer smoker, and then into these grills and smokers. But Matt is in charge of everything cotton gin, tribal fire. That is on his plate, from marketing, sales, and working on design and production here as well. But so he's working full time. Norris has the rights to the cotton gin name. So we are sales and manufacturing at this time.
Nice. Well, I'll tell you right now,
best business decision I've ever made.
Yeah.
Probably Probably the worst one Aaron's ever made.
Yeah, right. Hey, listen, it's 6 a.m. Matt is working at 9 o'clock at night. Matt is working. When Matt is hanging out drinking beer, Matt is working. I just want to let you know this. The guy is working. He's working on building the brand.
Stop.
Huh?
It doesn't stop.
It never stops. That's the thing. It never stops. Isn't it? You go anywhere and you talk about it. You're marketing and you're working for the industry, for the company. So, and it's his passion for sure. But man, I know it's your passion. So yeah, that's awesome. That is congratulations, guys. Seriously.
Thank you.
So what? Keep picking at this, but what made it come to that? At what point were you like, you know what? I think I'm gonna buy or take over Matt's Cotton Gin name, or how did that happen?
Yeah, it's Matt's persistence. Tell him, Matt.
Well, so yeah, so like any small business, you know, like I said, starting here in my basement and on a shoestring budget, and well, no, I don't have shoestrings. I wear boots. But on a boot no string budget, you know, it went like this, and then we kind of started doing this, and had some bumps in the road, and had some small business challenges that came our way, and so
man, but that's starting up a small business and manufacturing in the barbecue world, man, that is no joke. That is hard work. And it is like to succeed in this environment on that, and the way Matt has, is really, really difficult. So yeah.
So just a series of conversations. Aaron's always, like I said, we've known each other for a while, and he's always been somebody that I could call and just bounce ideas off of, or get some advice, and because he's been in business a lot longer than me. And Frank was one of the other ones, and so I had thought about selling the company, and wound up going to lunch with Aaron one day, and just kind of sharing with him where I was at, and then kind of went on our way. And then I texted him a whole couple months later, and I was like, man, you ought to just buy my company. And I was halfway kidding. I didn't know it would turn into what it is now. And he said, you know, I've got an idea. Let's get lunch again. And so we got together again, and over chips and salsa at the Mexican restaurant, we come up with this collaboration, and I walked away scratching my head going, huh?
We had to get creative. But the thing I wanted Matt to do, I wanted him to retain ownership of the Cotton Gin brand. That's something he built. Like, that's passionate to small businessmen. So basically we were able to work it out to where he could retain ownership, have that, secure, still something that he owns and operates, but just move the whole production, manufacturing, sales, and marketing to us. And but then so I thought that was important. So yeah, we just we kind of got creative, and man, it's been fantastic.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And that really meant a lot, just being able to maintain what I'd started. And because I mean, I am passionate about it, and I love it. And now I love it more because I get to work with a company like theirs, and get to be a part of what they're doing, and as well as what I do. So yeah, so it's a win-win situation, I feel like.
You get to fly on his private jet sometimes.
We haven't let him on that yet. Maybe one day. You have to sell a few more smokers before he gets on the plane.
It's just a copter. Just a copter is all you get to ride on.
Yeah.
You get it.
And you know what? That's not a bad idea to commute to work. That would.
Yeah, right.
So here's the funny thing. I didn't tell you this, Aaron, but so a couple of days ago, I was on the phone with Aaron driving down to Tippecanoe, and I was like, oh no, I got to let you go. I'm getting pulled over. And a couple months ago, my wife got pulled over twice in 1 week, and she got a ticket both times. And I don't ever get tickets typically. It just winds up It's funny how that works. And so
Right.
I get pulled over just a few minutes down from the shop, and the state trooper, he comes up. He's like, "Where are you headed?" And I told him, "So I'm heading to work." He goes, "What do you do?" I said, "Well, we build barbecue smokers and grills and stuff, ship them all over the country." And he goes, "Really?" He's like, "I may have talked to you because I've got a smoker and I need some repairs done."
Right.
And I was talking to this one guy, and he told me about it. I didn't recognize the conversation, and so I said, "But hey, look, we'd be glad to help you out." And he said, "Well, let's take care of this first, and then we'll talk."
Yeah.
Right.
He walks
Now
back
I
to
got
his
a
car.
feeling I'm taking care of the ticket by repairing this guy's grill.
Exactly what it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So he walks back, he comes back, he goes, "Look, I'm gonna give you a warning. Now let's talk barbecue." And pulls his phone out, starts showing me pictures, and he's like, "All right, now where's the shop at?" I said, "Take a left and go straight, and you'll run right into us." He's like,
Yeah.
"All right." So I'm like, it's a new marketing strategy that
Yeah.
I've come up
Hey,
with.
listen,
Barbecue is the new
look,
just hot girl,
yeah,
right?
that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
20 years ago, you're a woman gets pulled over and she's like,
Yeah. A little cleavage.
right,
Yeah.
just like whatever. Now it's like, hey, what kind of smoke are you running?
Yeah, take a look at my
Right.
smoker
Hey.
here.
Hey, what kind of smoke are you running over there? Oh, I can fix that for you. Yeah, no problem.
I got
Hey,
you.
I love it. I love it, dude. That's awesome. That is
Yeah.
great. Yeah, by
Yeah.
the way, you are paying for that ticket.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. One way or another.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
It was a warning, guys, not a ticket.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
you know, we grew up in the competition scene, and we always, and we're backyard cookers, and we always kind of prided ourselves in being kind of a bridge to the backyard cooker and the competition cooker. But let's face it, the backyard is where it's at these days. You're talking about competition is just kind of a very small portion of the pie, but if you look at everything as a whole, the backyard cooker is where you're wanting to go
That's where the
and
money's
where
at.
you're trying to attract people to come and look at your product and check
Yeah.
everything out. A few questions. I know people maybe listening along. The Game Changer grill. Can you guys talk a little bit about that? What is that all about?
Yeah, the Game Changer is a commercial convection smoker. So it is an in the kitchen, mainly designed for food service, restaurants, and everything. A lot of universities, sports stadiums, amusement parks, entertainment centers, are using golf courses are a big segment of our. So this is it's like the size of a refrigerator. It is NSF and UL certified, but it is in the kitchen, safe. You don't even need to be under the hood because we generate the smoke using pellets, but we're not burning the pellets. So I've got a patent on the smoke generator where we take the pellets and we just heat the pellets, just to extract the smoke. So we got good, clean, pure smoke. And it is continuous. We're continuously feeding pellets through it, so we have a consistent smoke density. But then it's an electric convection oven inside that we then inject the smoke into. So it's the size of a baker's cart on the one side. So you got 20 sheet pans, all food service set up.
Nice.
So you could smoke, let's say, about 250 pounds of pork butt, for instance. And but that design of that smoke generator allows us to hot smoke, traditional smoking, or cold smoke your cheeses, creams, soy sauce, all these ingredients that you can go into like your mac and cheese or any other types of, however the chef wants to be creative. So turn the heat off, cold smoke, or it's certified as a retherm cabinet or a hot holding cabinet as well. So it's got a lot of versatility in the kitchen itself. So chefs all over the country, we're getting right about 100 units now. So over the last 8 years, shipped all over the country to universities, everything from Division I schools down to community colleges. So it's been a product that we call it a game changer because that's what it is. It's been a game changer. You don't take up hood space. Plug it into the wall, it's all electric, so the installation's real low and the versatility's high. And now we're going to come out here this year with a half size game changer and a lot of robust improvements. We've been listening to the chefs and what they like. And we've got a lot of robust improvements that we're putting into the half size that are going to be stackable, modular. We're going to call it the Game Changer Combi Smoker. So it's a combination smoker we're looking forward to really getting that one out to the market here this year. It's going to be fantastic.
You really beat me to the punch, because I was going to ask you, my follow-up question was, do you guys have plan on scaling the size down for the Game Changer into something?
Yeah, especially because when you start looking at the food trucks, our original Game Changer is a little bit big for like a food truck. And even when we look at, I mean, we're starting to enter into the cruise ship market. We're really talking to that segment of the population of the market. And, they want something that they can cook up to 400 degrees, but they want the smoke, and they got to save. You've got to save on footprint. So things like food trucks, ships, even
restaurants.
Right? Restaurants. Yeah, we're seeing a growing.
Real estate is important in every restaurant. Yeah,
caterers love this, because a lot of guys, they're just one man show or two people, and they need that reliability. Press start, walk away, and tomorrow it's done. It's at holding temperature, ready for food service. So caterers love this.
Yeah, I love it.
That is amazing.
Is there a function in there to turn off the wood pellet side, right? So once you get that optimal smoke, density or what you're looking for, that's shut down. Now I'm just convection.
Yeah.
I'm just heating only, right?
Yeah. So you obviously, it only uses like 1.25 cups of wood pellets an hour. So it's a very small amount of wood pellets, but we have a very high smoke density. So you just set your timer, how long you want that smoke generator on for the amount of smoke you want. So maybe you're going to run, like if you're pork butt, maybe you run 6 or 8 hours of smoke, but you're going to, cook for 12 hours. And then you'd probe that, and you would just go to whatever meat temp you want. And then it'd go down to holding temperature automatically. So, in the morning it's there for you, holding hot.
Yeah.
That's
I love
beautiful.
that. I mean, you've got these small barbecue companies that are popping up, right? And it's a small 4-man or 5-man show. They're trying to produce barbecue every single day, day in and day out. And so even for people that want to like even throw it onto, let's say they got offset and they're throwing some briskets on there, but they turn around and they're going to say, hey, listen, we're going 3 hours on this offset because I don't have a lot of real estate, and I've got to get these briskets into something different.
Yeah.
And then I've got to be able to make sure they're cooking while I do ribs, and I got to do a pork butt, and I've got to do chicken or anything else, right?
Yeah, it's the back of the house workhorse too. I mean, a lot of times you want that front of the house, that show and tell, and the scent, the smell and everything. But this thing's working in the back of the house, getting ready for food service. So yeah.
That's awesome. That's amazing.
The
man.
Possibilities are endless.
It's great idea.
Churches, frat houses, you name it. It sounds like it's just as easy to operate,
absolutely,
as it is just plugging something in, just press and play.
Absolutely, it is. It's all computer driven. You can even see it from an app if you got it connected to the internet, so you can control it from your app. You can see what's going on, but it is literally set it, forget it, and it'll be ready for you the next day.
That's cool.
I understand you guys created the commercial for this, and Matt, I want to share that with us on the screen here. You got that going, Matt?
Yeah, let's see if we can let's share. There we go. Can y'all see that?
Yep, go ahead and press play.
Introducing the all-new Tribal Fire Grill. Patio models, the ultimate way to cook over live fire. Whether you prefer charcoal or gas, with 2 incredible options, you get the power of traditional live fire grilling or the convenience of propane with all the smoky flavor you crave. With the gas model, enjoy multi-zone heating and even add wood chips for that rich, smoky flavor. Every patio model comes with a premium 26-inch stainless steel flat top, a center grate, and an accessory castle pot pocket. Store your seasonings, tools, and sauces right where you need them. Add up to 2 quick detach posts for swing grates and warming racks. Take live fire cooking to the next level with the Santa Maria style Tribal Maria attachment. Raise, lower, and control the heat like a pitmaster. For a limited time, get free shipping on the all-new Tribal Fire Grill. Just use code FIREUP2025 at checkout. Tribal Fire Grill, the ultimate 360-degree live fire experience.
Dude,
Introducing.
cool.
I'm just saying, if you're trying to rule a cul-de-sac, you need one of these guys.
Right, exactly.
I mean, I'm just gonna say,
Matt, you have my address, so
that's exactly right. So listen, I can't tell you how many times like a neighbor has walked over and said, "Oh man, nice grill," whatever. They don't. They was like whatever. But when they taste the food off of it, they're like, "Hey, what's that grill called again?" Right? Like, you know what I mean? It's one of those things, and that's a smooth pit, man. That's
very cool.
yeah. And not to mention, we hung out with Trip. So Trip debuted that one for us, and man, man, dude, that dude, amazing.
he's got a lot of stories.
Amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he was the entire time. He cooked his ass off all damn day. I mean, it was
Right.
Has
he told you about his cruise ship story?
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's told.
Boy, I'm gonna have to ask him about that one.
Yeah.
I thought I heard them all.
Yeah,
Maybe
about
not.
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't. We can't listen. We can't share that on the air without Trip's consent.
Right.
So, but it was amazing.
My waiver form.
Yeah. Oh, guys.
Yeah.
Well, listen, if people want to get a hold of you guys, if they want to email, ask for questions or thoughts or whatever
Place
else,
a shit ton of
if
orders.
they want to order something from you guys, one of your barbecue pits, the Game Changer, how do they do that?
Yeah, so our website, our landing page is livefireandsmoke.com. So you'll see all 3 brands there at livefireandsmoke.com. But if you're interested in the Game Changer smoker, just email me, sales@gamechangersmoker.com. Matt, then on the other products.
Yep. On Cotton Gin and Travel Fire, we're on Instagram, Facebook, Cotton Gin on TikTok. Travel Fire's coming on TikTok soon. Hit us up on there. Right now we got free shipping through the end of this month for both Cotton Gin and Travel Fire. So
Nice.
Yeah, hit us up.
Badass, man. Listen, I want you to sell 1 million units between here and Labor Day. So hey, I really appreciate you guys coming on tonight.
I want you guys to get 2 jets.
Yeah, we fly
Maybe
over there and meet each other. You know what I mean? That's how it works.
It sounds good. That sounds good.
All
I
right,
appreciate you guys letting us be on here.
Yeah. Hey, listen, great show, guys. Thank you so much. Good luck.
Yep. Doors always open. Let us know if you ever need
All right.
anything.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Thanks. Talk soon.
Thanks, brothers.
Man, that's awesome. That's those pits. Matt has done an incredible job. With
Matt Messer,
just innovating,
Aaron Norris,
and just changing it up a little bit. And then you've got Aaron Norris with the Tribal Fire, and just thinking outside the box, thinking about what's live fire is cooking are cool. Cooking with charcoal. It's like and then they come out with the gas model probably need to be come out with to be honest with you.
That's cool. It's so cool
because it is versatile, and it brings a different avenue for people that like, I don't want to mess with the charcoal. I don't want to mess with this. But for me, I do like the charcoal. I want that flavor. I want that aroma from the natural wood coming through. And so that's amazing human beings. And you can tell they're going to do great things.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, what does something like that cost?
That's a great question.
We did not ask.
I mean, Roll, listen, you should have asked that question, Roll. I don't know what to tell you.
Your mic was hot, brother.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You know what? Hey, we'll have links down below, folks.
That's right.
So you can click on over
Yeah.
at their
Well, I'm gonna ask.
website,
Let me ask you a question. What does happiness cost?
Yeah,
right, exactly.
What is the cost of happiness?
Can you put a price tag on that?
I don't
Roll?
think you can.
Roll.
So, it doesn't matter what it costs.
Roll wants to know if you have to ask the price,
I can't afford it.
it's $1.50 twice.
Okay.
Look, but honestly, it's like we talked about the backyard cookers and us just doing what we do in the front yard or the backyard in the cul-de-sac. firing up the grill, getting the neighbors together, and being a part of the community. Stuff like this right here is what would you say, invaluable, or you know what I mean? It's like,
I don't know, what is it, James?
What would you pay
You
for
can't
that?
put a
What-
price
you
on it.
can't-
It's
You can't put a
priceless.
price tag on that. And
Well, the price is $2,295
For
the fully loaded.
for
The
what?
Tribal Fire,
the Tribal Fire.
gas one,
yeah,
or
but-
what?
Oh shit, the Maria.
That's what the standard.
That's
That's what everything.
That's
Yeah,
everything.
okay,
That's
that's
that's a
everything.
Santa
Yeah.
Maria. That's
Dude,
everything.
That's
a
a
Yeah.
deal.
price tag of a
All
drum,
day
smoker,
long.
a drum smoker.
That might
like-
be the most fun grill to cook on. That thing
Yeah.
looks like a blast.
It was cool.
I'm just saying, like, very excited to have those guys on.
And it's a
and-
lifetime pit, I think.
Man, that thing looks badass though.
I don't
know
think you
nothing
can.
about grills.
You can't
but that
burn it
looks
out.
badass.
Listen, look,
Yeah.
it's one of those things. You take care of it. If you take care of it,
It's stainless.
I'm saying you take care. It lasts forever, and
Right.
it's only what corroded a little bit. If you
Right.
don't take care of it, it doesn't ever go anywhere. It's
Yeah.
not gonna rust out on you.
Right.
You're like, how many briskets can you cook on it?
Yeah. Get out of my freaking yard. Is what I'm gonna say. Hey, you sir,
Beat it.
cross the street.
Beat it,
Right.
Rick.
I'm gonna throw a brick in
No,
your
that's
face.
when you bust out the cotton gin or
Yeah.
one of his drums or the
Yeah.
game changer.
Or-
They've got it all covered.
or the
honestly.
offset. Or
Yeah.
the offset.
Exactly. Yeah,
Exactly.
we appreciate those guys. Again,
Big
there will be
thanks.
links down below to find
Cheers.
all of their social medias, all of their websites, all of their things,
Mhm.
and order some shit, man. Tell them we
Hey,
sent
why
you.
don't you order some shit? Tell them grab their brisket
Hey,
sent you.
Look, order some shit. That's
Just
all I'm
order
saying.
some
Yeah,
shit.
look, they didn't say anything about a code or anything like that, but I could just only imagine it's probably like grab them in the brisket. So if you order something from them,
You get free shipping. the
if
rest
you
of the
tell
month.
them, if you
You
tell
get
them
free
grabbing the
shipping.
brisket sent
Yes.
you, they might come back on our show.
Right.
We don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
there might be a discount.
We don't know.
Definitely, maybe.
There
Yeah.
might be a discount.
Okay. We're just making shit up at this point. Okay.
Hey, he said y'all's code is free ship 1.
Free ship
one.
There it
go.
is. Free shipping through the rest of the month. Only if you order from them.
Yeah,
okay,
don't order through us. We don't sell them. Right? Do not call us for these orders.
So you got Jan over there in the
Yeah.
garage, like
Like,
whipping up
calls.
something.
PayPal me and I'll send you the cotton gin. Yeah, no, don't order through me, guys. I can't be trusted. Yeah,
All right.
Dude, those guys are fantastic.
Thanks
Yeah, they are
again, boys. We got a barbecue win / barbecue fail, which is the listeners have been waiting for this because you know what happened last
yeah,
week?
right. What happened? What happened, John?
Right,
Not
well,
shit.
John, what happened?
There were balls dropped. You guys
John.
dropped balls.
John.
Balls have been
Yeah.
dropped.
John,
No balls.
You know
were
what
held
happened?
Up. They were all
let me tell you
dropped.
what happened, guys. Let me tell you, folks. Let me tell you what happened last week with John. John chose to go stay at the Great Wolf Lodge, right? And take water slides
Water slides.
and hang out all the evening, having cocktails and smoking cigars versus being here with his family. Believe that? You believe that?
Some of that is true. I did go with my family to the Great
All
Wolf
that is
Lodge.
true,
Yeah.
John.
It was fantastic. I had a
All that is
fantastic
true.
time. Hey, Great Wolf Lodge, if you want to sponsor the Grabbing and Brisket podcast, reach out. I'll trade you for
Nope, no trading. Great
For
Wolf.
water
Just
slides.
reach out. Just reach out.
5 season passes.
Hey, how much for a
Exactly.
cocktail over there? Is it about $12.50?
Yeah.
yeah,
About
wasn't cheap.
18,
Wasn't
Good
super
Lord.
cheap. Yeah.
$12.50.
Yeah.
Dude, that's like cheap, bro.
Yeah.
Where are you drinking drinks at? In your
Yeah.
living room?
It was a blast.
That's what I imagine cocktails cost
Like,
outside of my
They're
house.
$18
My
to
house, they're free.
$25. Yeah.
Yeah.
18 to 25.
$18.25.
Yeah.
Jeez.
18 to 25.
That's like ballpark money.
Okay. Okay.
Jesus. Okay.
Okay.
It's 47 at the ballpark. Where are you at, bro?
I don't get out, guys. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Jesus. I'm sorry, guys.
There was no barbecue fail last week or win.
Nope.
Is what I was getting at.
Correct.
I did relay one, but it did not make the
Just
show.
go on with the barbecue.
I'm going to
film.
go ahead
Just
and
get it.
share.
You milked it long
I'm
enough.
going to
Yeah,
share
great.
the one that was supposed to be last week now. And this is from our friend Old Grunt Barbecue. He's been listening for a long time. And he emailed this in. If you want to email with him, it's info@grabheminthebrisket.com. And he said, hey, I just wanted to send this to y'all. I did a little non-sanctioned contest just as a warm-up for the year. Here are the results. And it looks like he got, it's kind of hard to see this. on
Third place chicken.
Yep.
Third place chicken. Second place pork chop. Third place ribs.
So that's,
Dude.
that's pretty great. And then he actually came back in the next week, because I didn't realize at first y'all hadn't shared it. I was gonna like do a little update and share because he sent in pictures of the actual food like a week later.
Okay.
But we have them now, so we can just share them now.
So it's better that we do it now then.
Like, it did work out.
It's like we planned.
Yeah.
Ribs look good, man.
That's a stretch,
Yep.
but
Old grunt checking in. Where's my $2?
Yeah.
what?
I don't
You got to know the movie reference.
You don't know the
I
movie.
don't know it. Okay.
I want my $2.
All right. So yeah. Anyway, there's some pictures of the ribs. If you guys aren't watching this on
That's badass.
YouTube, you should be
I
watching.
see
this on
he's
YouTube.
using the toothpick method to line up his
Bones.
bones.
Smart.
Bones.
That's a pro move. There's the pork chops there. Yeah, if you guys want to see this, head over to the YouTube and watch the video. It looks great. Anyways, he won at this competition, and he is a winner at the
winner chicken dinner. Yeah, that's right. We got a little sucker busters. Everybody wants some sucker busters. That's right, Old Grunt Barbecue. You won. You finally got in the mix. You finally submitted something, and you know what? You're a badass. And I like how you say, like, hey, I just wanted to send this to y'all. I did a little sanctioned contest. I'm sorry, a non-sanctioned contest just to warm up for the year. And you walk away with the third, a second, and a third.
Just greasing the wheels.
Yeah, congratulations. It's a big-ass win. Head over to Suckle Busters. Pick out a seasoning. Try something new. Chicks that smoke, it's great. You can. But try something new out. Let us know how it is. They have amazing seasonings, and we got about 1 billion of them. So thank you, brother.
Busters.
Already did it.
Did you already do that?
Already did it.
All right. Hey, yeah. Congratulations.
You do your
Old Grunt.
job, John. I'll do my job.
Well, he's going to start doing his job. Listen, it's recorded, folks. We'll be able to,
I'm just kidding.
Okay. Yeah, I did have another one lined up, but we're going to save that for next week.
Yeah, we'll do it next week. Green chicken. Go ahead and tune in for next week for green chicken.
You don't want to miss that.
Can't say his name.
Can you pass me those crackers?
You call him Cracker.
It is National Cracker Month.
There it is.
Day.
Yeah, you don't get no month.
Hey guys, listen, we don't promise you the best episode. We don't promise you the shortest episode, or it's going to be exactly 52 minutes or 60 minutes. Or honestly, we don't even say you're going to laugh or cry or anything else. But anybody that stuck around with us, anybody that stayed through the entire podcast, we appreciate you. We appreciate everybody listening, everybody chiming in. We appreciate people coming on the lives and just saying what's up, asking questions. It means a lot.
We love the questions.
We actually put a lot more into this than you really know.
Yeah.
So
we can promise you we're not going to be boring.
That's true. One more thing. If you do want to reach out to us and send your questions in ahead of time, or your whatever wins, fails, all that kind of stuff, info@grabandabrisket.com is the email. There's a phone number as well, and that's 434-829-2299. You can call in and leave a message. And I just realized you can actually text that number, and we'll get the text. So
you didn't know that?
Right. Did you know that? How come you never said that? It's been 200.
I thought it was implied.
Yeah.
No.
Shit, I'm sorry.
So if you're a little bashful, you can just text us on that number and we'll get it. We'll share it.
What's that number again?
434-829-2299.
There it is.
It is. And ladies and gentlemen, yeah, it is a little bit embarrassing with some of the voicemails that we've been getting from you guys.
Yeah.
A lot of it that we can't play
Stop
on
breathing
air.
heavy. Like, I don't know what's
I
going
mean-
on in the background. It's weird when it's like, it's just, like you
Just
hear-
remove your
I
I don't
listen,
even know what you're saying.
there was
guys.
one where it just kept
gals.
opening beers. There was like 13.
I'm pretty sure that
I'm
was our
like-
boy Josh Bun.
I'm like, how the hell what are you doing right now? Why are you opening all these damn beers? By the way, we do appreciate
It's
it.
beautiful. Yeah. And as always, guys, hey, we appreciate you guys listening. And it was great talking barbecue with you.
Peace.
Cheers, mother truckers.